She made her movie debut at the ripe old age of 13, while still a schoolgirl in her native France. Her fragile beauty and detached mannerisms made her one of the screen's most popular cool beauties. Even today, nearly 40 years after her first film, she still radiates a star quality that has firmly established her in the pantheon of legendary movie actresses. She's Catherine Deneuve. The Parisian-born Deneuve began her movie career under the tutelage of international star maker Roger Vadim. She appeared in a handful of high-quality film productions in the 1950s and early 60s.
Formidable.
Je suis si contente d'être utile à quelque chose. Ça m'arrive jamais.
C'est tout de même pas vous qui allez me remercier.
Si?
Retiens la nuit pour nous deux jusqu'à la fin du monde. Retiens la nuit pour nos cœurs dans sa course vagabonde. Serre-moi fort contre ton corps. Il faut qu'à l'heure des folies, le grand amour raye le jour et ne pas oublier la vie. Retiens la nuit, avec toi, elle paraît si belle. Retiens la nuit, mon amour, qu'elle devienne éternelle. Pour le bonheur de nos deux cœurs, arrête le temps et les heures, je t'en supplie, à l'infini. Retiens la nuit, je t'en supplie, à l'infini. Retiens la
Bravo! Premier prix à l'unanimité!
But it wasn't until she landed the role of the disturbed young woman in Roman Polanski's Repulsion, 1965, that her career really began to take off.
Men found her irresistible, but something is happening to her, something that she doesn't quite understand. And soon she will be swept up in a frantic fury of repulsion. Repulsion, a frightening film that takes the everyday world and distorts it.
To be with you all the time.
Repulsion, a terrifying look at the dark side of innocence losing control. Repulsion, a shocking plunge into the nightmare world of a young woman's sensual fantasies.
Just a little kiss between friends, huh? Come on.
2 years later, Catherine played the sexy protagonist of Belle de Jour, a film so markedly unique that filmmaker Martin Scorsese arranged to have the film re-released more than a quarter century later in 1995.
Peer into the hidden world of the subconscious.
Well, to me, it makes no difference. Embrassez-moi.
That'll be enough. Now you may have her.
Pierre!
Go ahead.
I love you, Pierre!
Catherine Deneuve, who enchanted you in Umbrellas of Cherbourg.
Will stun you as the wife whose insatiable desire exposes the very core of her beauty and pain.
So, it's the rough stuff you need, huh?
Though sullied, defiled, her body was to her an instrument, dedicated to all the sensations of love.
The following year, Catherine appeared in Meyerling, a true story in which she plays the commoner who steals the heart of Austrian Prince Rudolph, played by Omar Sharif.
The scandal becomes a political incident. The incident becomes a revolution. In Meyerling. It was a time of splendor and riches, of state marriages and private arrangements, and of a love affair that could not be.
Maria Wetzer of the Sleep and Snow, I think I love you. Very much.
I know now that I love you. You haven't been out of my thoughts. Only you.
I leave you to the judgment of your mistress. And of her family, to whom you're bringing ruin and disgrace.
Do you think your father doesn't know what he's doing to you? What he's doing to himself?
And at Meyerling, an impossible decision must be made.
You must declare yourself Prince Rudolph of Austria for our king.
Rudolph, you're dead.
As the world waits for his decision, a nation waits for his command. A woman waits for his love. And he awaits the dawn at Meyerling. They were the beginning of a new idea and the end of an era. Meyerling.
That same year, Catherine enjoyed top billing in The Young Girls of Rochefort, a salute to old-time Hollywood musicals that even featured the legendary Gene Kelly in a supporting role.
Gene Kelly, the most fabulous American in Paris, returns to that France of his greatest conquest for another musical extravaganza.
Vous êtes musicienne?
Oui, monsieur. Au revoir, monsieur.
Mademoiselle, votre combinaison dépasse.
Je sais. Mais ça me fait rire.
Mademoiselle, puis-je vous revoir?
Je ne sais pas. Je ne crois pas.
George Chakiris, who made his fame with the girls of the West Side, now goes to France to make it even bigger with French girls.
Madame Yvonne nous a dit que vous montiez à Paris la semaine prochaine.
Oui, c'est vrai.
Et que vous cherchiez quelqu'un pour vous emmener.
On n'a jamais dit ça.
Enfin, nous, on peut vous emmener.
Dans votre camion.
Il y a des couchettes.
On voit ça d'ici.
On est sérieux.
And of all the girls in France they choose to pursue, it's got to be Catherine Deneuve and Françoise d'Orléac, the young girls of Rochefort.
Je comprends bien, tu es déçu et amoureux.
Non, 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 pas déçu. Je suis sage et heureux.
Alors, puisque tu es sage, heureux et amoureux, tu restes à Rochefort.
Impossible, j'ai un cancer demain à Paris. Mais je reviendrai la semaine prochaine. Il faut que je retrouve cette fille-là.
Pour être heureux.
She appeared that same year in Benjamin, the story of a working-class boy's introduction to upper-class immorality. Catherine, of course, was delightful as ever in this period costume tale of love and lust. The following year, 1969, found Catherine co-starring with Jack Lemmon in The April Fools, a romantic comedy produced in Hollywood that dealt with such hilarious antics as infidelity and adultery.
Happy hunting.
You know, you don't look married.
Thank you. Well, you don't look very married either.
Yeah? Well, thank you.
She has a husband. He has a wife. With so much in common, they just have to fall in love.
A divorce? Yeah. Or I met this girl and I came alive.
Brubaker's the name.
Buy a drink?
Fine. I'll get my things.
But your promotion.
Oh, I quit.
Yeah,
I've known of men to crack from the strain of life at the top, but never after one day. I'm a frog and she's a princess.
Repeat this simple sentence after me. I am not now, nor have I ever been a frog.
I'm not a frog now.
You are a prince.
Brubaker, you need some rest. You also need to consult a doctor, either a psychiatrist or a veterinarian.
Last night you didn't know what tie to wear, and now you're running off with the boss's wife. We danced, and I do. I laughed with her. I really laughed, and I made her laugh. You know what I think? You're moving too fast. You don't look
Are you sure you don't want me to drive?
I don't even want to discuss it. Just relax and leave the driving to us. Right, Benson? My coat.
Your coat what?
Caught in the door. My hand, too, I think. We'll open it up.
Didn't you ever meet a girl that made you feel different?
Jack Lemmon and Catherine Deneuve are the April Fools. Peter Lawford, Myrna Loy, Jack Weston, Harvey Korman, and Charles Boyer are some of their very funny friends.
By the early 1970s, Deneuve had formed her own production company. But she took time out from her own slate of projects, however, to co-star with Burt Reynolds in Hustle in 1975.
Burt Reynolds is a cop.
Release the body, close it up.
See my partner here, Sergeant Louis Belgrave. He believes that the girl's father is a crazy.
I just hate white folks.
Killer! Let the lady go!
Why'd you kill those kids? Why'd you kill that old couple?
We're gonna make dog food out of you.
That's it. Game's over.
Bingo. Catherine Deneuve is a call girl.
I'd like that.
They're both professionals. They both take their jobs seriously in Hustle.
This is your Roto-Rooter, man. Your plumbing's stuck.
It's a nasty game, and everybody's playing because everybody wants just a little bit more than they've already got.
God, doesn't anything move you, Lieutenant? I mean, haven't you ever loved someone? Anyone?
I've been in love all my life.
Didn't you have a girl?
Yeah, I got a girl. She's a nurse.
Where were you going to take me today?
I was going to take you to the Ram Viking game. Have you wear those tight white pants and that sexy blouse. Watch all those guys looking at you. Say to myself, she's for sale.
Burt Reynolds and director Robert Aldrich are together again in their first motion picture since The Longest Yard. Hustle, starring Burt Reynolds, Catherine Deneuve, Paul Winfield, Ernest Borgnine, Eileen Brennan, Ben Johnson, Jack Carter, and Eddie Albert as Leo Sellers. No matter how much you have, there's always room for a little more. Hustle. It's an unavoidable fact of life.
Pardon me, Counselor. I don't mean to break anything up. We met about 3 years ago in court, and I just never got over how well-dressed you were. Well, enjoy your lunch, and my best to you, Taylor.
Burt Reynolds, Catherine Deneuve. When they hustle, it's like nothing you've ever seen before.
Bingo.
Throughout the 1970s and 80s, Deneuve continued to appear on the big screen, as well as occasionally on television. She made a splash as a vampire in The Hunger, released in 1983, in which she was co-starred with rock star David Bowie.
Sarah Roberts is in jeopardy.
Hey, lady, how about it?
Stay with her. Help her, for she has begun to feel the awful horror of The Hunger. John Blaylock, The Hunger has given everlasting life. Until now, pray for him. Miriam Blaylock. She feeds 1 day in 7 on the unsuspecting, and soon she will turn into something that you will never be able to forget. No matter how hard and how long you try, fear her.
What have you done to me?
Forever and ever.
And life signs terminate right here.
The timeless beauty of Catherine Deneuve. The cruel elegance of David Bowie. The open sensuality of Susan Sarandon. Combined to create a modern classic of perverse fear. Haunting, mysterious, sensual, strange, perverse, riveting. The Hunger.
Deneuve continued turning out quality performances throughout the 1980s and into the 90s. She even received an Academy Award nomination in 1992 for her role in Indochina. She has continued her busy career as both actress and commercial spokeswoman, launching her own brand of perfume in the mid-80s. Her success as a businesswoman appears to be as monumental as her lengthy career as an actress. Whatever the venue, Hollywood will always remember Catherine Deneuve.